Doesn't matter. How's everybody doing tonight? My name is Don with Studio World, some global VTuber, assistant current 694, Warner Gunner, the speedrunning champion. I'm going to keep working on Link's Awakening tonight. Crack my neck, finally. I've been trying to do that for 20 minutes. Before we get started with Link's Awakening tonight, though, do want to remind everybody I'm always raising money for charity on my channel. And right now, the charity I'm raising money for is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It leads the way who is leading the way. The world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Say that 3 times fast. No family who takes their children, their family, their loved ones to St. Jude's for care ever receives a bill from St. Jude, and that's only possible because of donations from people like you to steal a line, unfortunately, but it is true. If you're able to donate, I encourage you to donate to St. Jude's. It's a fantastic charity to support. If you'd like to know about what it is that they do, where your money is going to go, how your money is going to be used, you can go to stjude.org or use a charity command in chat to get the link right there in the chat platform of your choice. If you'd like to donate, use the donate command in chat. You'll get taken to a Tiltify link to be able to donate through Tiltify. Get a list of all the possible incentives using the incentives command in chat. If you would like to support your lovely local VTuber streamer, you do so with the Ko-fi, KOFI command. Get taken on that website. You can send a tip through there as well, and there's plenty of incentives for you to unlock that way as well. Or use the merch board. Go use the merch command in chat. Go to the merch board. If you're new to Twitch and or YouTube chat, whatever you may be using, and you don't know what the chat commands are going to be, it's going to be exclamation point and then whatever the word is you want to learn more things about. So exclamation point donate, exclamation point charity, etc., etc. And I'm giving it some side eye, but the bot should give you the information you're looking for. Right, bot? They're working on both platforms right now. Hey, look at that. It is working on both platforms right now. Yes, we're going to get started with some Link's Awakening, and then later on we may move to some stream coding. You see this nice scoreboard I've got in the corner? I've been putting it off for a while, but whenever a game is postponed or something unexpected happens, like right now everybody's doing their all-star games, it throws the whole thing, it just throws the whole thing for a loop. And I've been kludging some fixes, but I want to like get it properly cleaned up. At a point, I'd like to get to a point where I feel comfortable posting it on like GitHub or something for other people to use. But you'll notice, like on some of these baseball games, the ones that are postponed, they still have winning and losing pitchers, even though a game hasn't been played. And in that situation, the winning and losing pitcher is always roster guard from NBA Live 99, the stand-in player for Michael Jordan. So I gotta get that fixed. I'd also like to add some more stuff to the ticker in general. Maybe some stuff about the stuff I'm going to submit to GDQ, upcoming speedrunning events I'm either submitting to or want to participate in. I'll get some stream work done. I might do that on stream, just so I have some company. I won't be so alone. But that's enough for now. Let me mute this music. Ba-da-ba-da-boom. New save file set up. You found my splits. Alright. I think we're ready to go. Hold on. Do I have a drink? I don't have a drink. I better grab a bottle of water or something. Hold up. Not that I'm going to remember to drink it, because I'm just going to get distracted and not drink it and be dehydrated. Now we're in the stream, but I have the water next to me. At least I have milk. Okay, I can be relatively hydrated. Which side is the left side? There we go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Let's go. So this is Link's Awakening 100% reverse boss order. We are playing on the 1993 question mark Game Boy release, the original Game Boy release for the old gray brick Game Boy, which gives us access to the most amount of tricks and glitches and so forth available in this game. The first one you're going to see right here, which is screen warping. If I'm on the edge of the screen, about to move from one screen to another, I can open up the map screen. Show off. Trick I didn't mean to show off there. Let's reset the run. I went one too far. Like the old Subaru commercial. Too far. As soon as I hit it, I was like, I've miscounted. I definitely miscounted. 3, 2, 1, go. I meant to fix the timer. It was not quite lined up the way I want it to be. Alright, let's try that one more time. Link's Awakening Game Boy 1993 release. Not the DX version, obviously not the Switch version. Original, regular old Game Boy release. Which lets us do this trick, which was patched out of the DX version, which is screen warping. If I open up the map as I'm moving from one screen to the next, I could have gone one more that time, that's okay. If I open up the map screen and move from one screen to the next, you'll see that like the sprites will move, the room will change, if you will. But Link will hopefully not move, he'll just stay put. So he's on the left side of the screen, he's still on the left side of the screen. But the sword came over here, which lets me skip a cutscene with the owl. We're going to use that to skip cutscenes, we're going to use that to skip needing the power bracelet for certain things. We use it as shortcuts to get out of bounds, and right now we're going to use it to wrap around the map. If I fall off the bottom of the map here, we're on the bottom row of the map, now we're on the top row of the map. If I open up the map screen here, once I load back in, you'll see I've got one tile up here that's unlocked, which is the warp zone over by Dungeon 8. So once we're ready to start dungeon crawling, since we are doing reverse boss order, I'll be able to go right over to Dungeon 8. No problem. Easy peasy. Because there's actually another warp zone right next to town here. 1, 3. The game does keep track of the number of enemies you have defeated, and right now I need to get that number to 3 for our first trip through the Kennel World, the Doghouse Glitch. It's got a couple of different names. Whatever you'd like to call it, what I'm going to do is defeat a certain number of enemies, anywhere from 0 to 8, I think is when it starts to loop, or maybe 0 to 7. Walk over here behind the doghouse, walk into the door from the wrong side. You can see we're in no man's land here. This is a very, very glitchy version of Dungeon 2, except now it's a very glitchy version of Dungeon 1, and now it's a completely different part of Dungeon 1. All that's a nice, easy shortcut to get to the back half of Dungeon 1, where I can unlock the ability to jump with the Rock's Feather. The reason why I have to defeat 3 enemies going in is that's the only way that the staircase will work. Otherwise, you're just stuck there. Every time you go in the Kennel World, it's going to work a little bit differently. All the movement rules all the tech, everything's going to be a little bit different depending on how many enemies you defeat before going in. So sometimes you'll have a lot of room to run around in and play and explore. Sometimes you'll just immediately soft lock. It all depends on how many enemies you defeated before going in. Now that glitch does work in the DX version as well. I think it more or less works the same way. I don't know if some of the tile rules are different, because it's been a while since I've like sit down and compare. But you can definitely go exploring and do lots of fun stuff with the kennel wall glitch, or the doghouse glitch, whatever you want to call it. I feel like you just sit down and goof around with that. Alright, there's our bombs and our bow. Alright, we're gonna talk about our next trick here, which is super jumping. Like that. This is not the best place to show it off. This is gonna be a little bit easier once I get inside the Dream Shrine to show what's really going on there. But Link's Awakening has lots of different walls that normally you can jump off the top of. Like, you can jump off the top of the cliff to the platform below. Kind of like you can see here where that gap is. You're supposed to be able to jump down from there. Super jumping lets me take that jump while I'm at the bottom of the cliff instead of the top, which is going to let me change my launch point and make it easier for me to get out of bounds in certain situations. It also just lets you jump in places you're not meant to, as well as changing your launch point. And that's also a glitch that's available in the DX version. What really makes the original version stand out, though, is the screen warping. That unlocks so much extra movement ability for you as far as zipping around the map. Come on. This is the first fishing minigame in the Legend of Zelda series. It's also, if I've got my lore correct, I haven't looked in a while. It's also the first Zelda game that has multiple songs you can play on the instrument, and the first time that the instrument plays like a central part of the plot rather than just kind of being an item in your inventory. But somebody might fact check me on that in the Twitter replies. But I think I've got all those facts right. See, this time I didn't defeat any enemies, so when I use the doghouse glitch, it sends me over here by Dungeon 2 to Kapongo Swamp. I'm gonna screen warp here and see the sprites all got moved around a little bit because of the screen warp. Now I might be able to sneak into Dungeon 2 pretty easily. You can also just clip through the flowers. You don't necessarily need to use the screen warp there. One more. Right, there we go. I got us from Dungeon 2 to Dungeon 3. But remember, we just walked into the door that put us in Dungeon 2. So as far as the game is concerned, I'm still in, you can see, level 2. It doesn't know where on the map I am in level 2. But it thinks I'm in, Bottle Grotto, I think it's called. Once I step on the staircase, we're in Dungeon 3 now. I'm doing my screen warps here, because if I drop one of these screen warps, we're gonna have to start over. I don't want to start over in Dungeon 2. So we have a pretty long trip. Oops. I don't know if you caught it, but Link moved a little bit there, which means I can't go through the wall. Screen warping isn't frame perfect. Moving through walls is... I'm not gonna call it frame perfect. It's not like I've measured it, but we'll use air quotes frame perfect. Your timing is very, very important if you're trying to go through a solid wall. See, Link moved a little bit, and now I'm stuck. So back to Dungeon 3 we go. You'll see we get a little bit of a head start here, because I won't have to start all the way back at the beginning. Really? Out of here. So jump, let's try that one more time. And I have to go down enough rooms, however many rooms enough is. But I'll know it when I see it, because it's going to be the first sign of life down here. Once we get past all of these unused rooms and game data. There we go, I think we're in the right spot. Yep. Hop over here. We're gonna do one more screen warp. Get through this wall. These are gonna be our flippers. Oops. Save and quit. And it also lets us escape out of Dungeon 3. So we can pick up one item on our way to Dungeon 8 is what I was trying to say. Yoop. Head right on in. One screen warp through the wall. One screen warp through the wall. There we go. And one screen warp up. Put us right by the chest. There we go. That's the magic rod. That's the big key item we're supposed to get out of Dungeon 8. We skipped about half of the dungeon doing that, and now we're gonna skip the other half of the dungeon, because why do content? I probably should have my sword out.